Greetings, my people. How you doing? Hope everyone's all right. Yeah, welcome to another edition, another podcast of the Arsenal Future show channel. All things Arsenal. Don't forget to subscribe, like our videos. We've posted, I think it's 90 videos, and so you can go through them all, like them, leave your comments, share them. Of course, subscribe to this channel, as we always say. You know the drill now. And of course, it's the first time we're speaking to you since Arsenal got knocked out of the Champions League. We're now Thursday night, and of course we got knocked out really last night, so to speak. Of course, losing to Bayern Munich. Was it 3-2 in aggregate? Because of course it was 2-2 at the Emirates, and last night we lost 1-0 at the Allianz Arena, and I went for 3-1 to Bayern Munich. A lot of people and the Arsenal fan base were saying that Arsenal are going to go through. They could see Arsenal winning, and no chance. And it's not one of the best Bayern Munich teams. It's probably one of the weakest Bayern Munich teams for the first time in a long time. Possibly their weakest team probably for maybe 15 years. Of course, they've won 11. I think it's 11 back-to-back Bundesliga titles, and of course, Bayern Leverkusen were crowned champions last weekend, and so well done to Bayern Leverkusen, well done to Xabi Alonso and the whole team. Their first title, I never realised that. I thought they won a title before, but it's their first title. Unbelievable. And they're quite a big club in Germany. But anyway, that's beside the point. We got misfocused on us, so we got knocked out. And there's lots of things I want to say about Arsenal. I'm on my PC as well. I'm trying to do some stuff on the PC to try and see if we can get some live links as well, and so we can start to do some live streaming, and quite possibly on actually no. Well, let's see. Yeah, quite possibly. What I want to do some lives, and I might try and do the Manchester City Chelsea semi-final on Saturday. I'll see how it goes, and so I'm trying to work on some things to do with the PC at the moment. It needs updating, and some of the programs and so on need updating, and I'm going to see if we can do it. And if we can do it, I'll send of course, just keep your notifications on to see if we can. Of course, the first live game on the channel, quite possibly, it won't involve Arsenal, because we know we don't have Sky at the moment, but we're going to try and see if we can at least do a live stream so you can get to know us. Now we're about, you can ask us anything, of course. Even though we're going to be doing a Manchester City Chelsea game, possibly, not sure yet. You have to sort the PC out. We're going to be talking about Arsenal as well. We're going to be focusing on the game, but we're going to be talking, because it's an Arsenal channel really. So if you're logged on, you can throw any questions you want to ask, and we'll try and answer it in the best possible way. And there's lots of things I want to say about Arsenal as a football club and as a football team, but I'll leave it for a later stream. I don't think it's the right time to speak about it now. This is just a brief video recording just to summarize the game. And of course, Joshua Kimmich scored in 63 minutes. Ironically, a player that we've been linked with in the last couple of years, so we're still linked with him now. We were even linked with him about a few weeks ago, but also Manchester City linked with him. And Joshua Kimmich can cover a couple of positions. Primarily, he plays in midfield, but he can also play at right back as well, which he played. I think he played at right back last night. Alphonso Davies was out, and Bayern Munich were even weakened. That some key players out. Kingsley Coman was another one, and they still beat us. And so we're going to be looking at Mikel Arteta as a manager. Is he the right man to carry us forward? We're going to be looking at the squad, the team, what sort of players do we need to sign, what positions we need strengthening in. And I'm going to go through the whole team, and even the squad. We're going to talk about the players that we should offload, and sell players that we should recruit into the club, and so on, and little tweaks in there, maybe even a change of formation and so on. We're going to be doing the whole works, and we've got some other things we want to bring to the table as well. Some statistics I got from one of our fellow Arsenal channel. Big up to Dan Potts. Of course, football's 12 men. I got something from him. I think I was watching him, was it last night, with Lee Judges, and he spoke about the games per month that Arteta's won and lost. And apparently, I'm gonna put the actual post up and talk about it as I do it. So just something to get you sort of like warmed up as to what I'm about to talk about down the line. Basically, pull up a statistic sheet to denote what the games Arsenal and Arteta have won the most in a month. So, for example, from of course from January to December, apparently we've won less games in April. You know, the time when around April, March, April, around the time when it's like business end of the season. Our record in those months under Mikel Arteta is appalling compared to the months earlier in the season, like for example October. I can't remember exactly what the statistics are for October and for April, March, but it's considerably a lot lower. Our win ratio in the business months. So, for example, in the March, in April, our win ratio in those months, when it comes towards the business end of the season, is pretty low compared to our wins earlier in the season. For example, in the month of say September, October, and etc., our wins are a lot higher when the pressure's off. But when the pressure's on towards the end of the season and the business end of the season, March, April, our win ratio is very, very low. So we're going to be talking about that as well down the line as well, and so on. We really need to. I was going to do another stream about, or another video, another post about Arsenal really need to win in Europe, as our record in Europe is absolutely appalling. I remember watching us as a young boy when we beat Parma just about 1-0 in a European Cup Winners' Cup, which has now been debunked now because that competition went out about 15 years ago, I think. And we won it. We struggled to. Our defence got us over the line that day, and George Graham's tactics got us over the line that day. We had more or less one chance in the whole match. Alan Smith, Smudger, scored it, and for the rest of the game, we just defended like Trojans because our defence was one of the very best defences in the world at that time. And probably second to AC Milan's defence. Our defence was probably the second best defence in the world. And we had David Seaman, one of the best goalkeepers in the world at that time as well. So our defence really were very dogged that day, and we've not won a European trophy since. We've been to a few finals, but we've never actually gotten over the line to actually win another European trophy. And as far as I'm concerned, we should be in at least one, maybe even two Champions Leagues and a couple of Europa Leagues and another Cup Winners' Cup. So we're going to be talking about that down the line. Maybe when the season's finished, we're going to be doing these types of content for the channel and see what you think out there as to, in regards to our appalling European record. We've only won 2 European trophies, and both of the European trophies that we've won are now been debunked. The old First Cup, which the UEFA Cup replaced in 1972, and now scored the Europa League now, which of course we lost the last time we got into the final. Chelsea battered us 4-1 in Baku when Unai Emery was our manager. And we won, of course, we all know about the Champions League in 2006 with Barcelona. So we're going to be talking about that down the line. But it's another disappointing defeat at the hands of Bayern Munich. And Bayern Munich, as I said, as we all know, they're not as strong as they used to be. And they've got a manager who's kind of washed up. He's even at the end of the season, Thomas Tuchel. And so, Thomas Tuchel. And so we have to look at a few things, and we're going to be doing a review of the game against Wolves because we're playing against Wolves at 7:30 Saturday evening, and quite possibly towards the end of the Liverpool game. If it goes to extra time, then we're going to be missing some of the start of the Arsenal game, because the Liverpool game, the Manchester City Chelsea game. The Manchester City Chelsea game starts at 5:30, and if it goes to extra time and penalties, then we're going to miss probably the first half an hour of the Wolves Arsenal game at Molineux, which kicks off at 7:30. But so be it. If we can get to do the live stream for the Manchester City Chelsea semi-final on Saturday, we'll do it. We're going to be putting a notification reminder up if we possibly can do it. As I said, keep on a watch and keep your notifications on, and that will be it for the time being. I'm going to go and get some food now because I'm very hungry. And so thank you so much for your subscription. Thanks for your likes, for your wonderful words of encouragement. Just lately we've been getting a lot of good encouragement from you out there, so we thank you so much for that. Keep subscribing, tell a friend about the channel. We're trying to do some things to the channel to make it look professional. It's in stages because we're going to be doing this now, but down the line, of course, hopefully, God willing, we get some money and financially things are moving for us. We're going to really go to town on the channel and make it look like a state-of-the-art channel. We're going to try and really make it look stand out from the rest and we want it to look elite graphics and elite uh, video quality, HD, and all the whole works. We're going to try and also see if we can get a team of journalists if we can, and get a team of podcasters. We're going to go live. I might try and get some people on the channel. So sometimes you don't hear me and see me, you'll hear from somebody else. We're going to try and really bring it up to the next level if we can. But it's stages and it's gradual. It's not going to happen overnight. It's stages. So bear with us, but we're going to try and give you the best, or one of the best Arsenal fan channels out there, if we possibly can. Okay, just stay with us and we'll stay close to you. You look after yourselves and speak to you soon. And unfortunately, Arsenal never made it. And of course, now that means that, of course, Real Madrid knocked out Manchester City on penalties and the other quarter final. So that means that Bayern Munich now play against Real Madrid, real giants coming together of the two of the biggest club sides in the world. They've won, I think, 20 Champions League between the two of them. Madrid on 14, Bayern on 6. That would have been a perfect final, but semi-final. And then the other games, of course, PSG knocked out Barcelona, as I said they would do. I knew that PSG would beat Barcelona. It's not the greatest of Barcelona teams, just like Bayern Munich, but just like Arsenal couldn't find it within themselves to beat this Bayern Munich team. And of course, the other game, Dortmund beating Atletico Madrid. So it's a semi-final between Borussia Dortmund and PSG, and of course, between Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. And I personally think that would be I went for Bayern Munich at the start of the season, but I've changed my mind now, and I think Real Madrid should win this now. I'll be very surprised if they're not going and win it from here. So it should be. I'm going to go for Real Madrid Dortmund final because I think Dortmund will knock out PSG. I've got a feeling they'll knock out PSG. But Mbappe's pace could be telling. And if Mbappe feels like it, he could win that game on his own. We all know that. But I've got an inkling that it could be a Dortmund Madrid final. Anyway, let's see what happens. And as I said, stay close to us. We'll stay close to you, and we'll speak soon. Adios. Peace.